Her son's first birthday. I'm looking at the wrong side of this. That's the camera over there. I keep looking to the wrong side. So that was just it's kind of a fluff page just because I wanted to play. But the journaling on this, summer afternoon, the two most beautiful words in the English language. That's one of the quotes. And deep summer is when laziness finds respectability. And the other thing I was trying to try out on this is clustering. So I tried to cluster the embellishments, and I don't do a lot of that, so I was just kind of practicing with layering up embellishments on top of each other. Ah, sweet summer, it is almost here again, and I can always count on Allison for a trip to the beach, for a picnic in sandcastles and playing in the surf. More often she's trying to get me in the backyard pool, and I don't think it's quite hot enough yet. And sometimes I jump in anyway. And I have jumped in the pool so far this year, but my kids really start swimming in March, like when it's still too cold to swim. But we're all in I don't think Charlie's gone in yet, but I have. My overtime, I might have to make a number 2. Okay, so this is my number 3 layout. We're 5 minutes in. I don't know I don't know what I did this one for. But I wanted to play with those embellishments. And like having circles as a spot for embellishments and just doing them randomly. And then I also wanted to play with the banners. I almost think this was a sketch from somewhere. But the sketch didn't include these. It was just this. And I added this aspect of it. But it doesn't look like a page that I made because like it's an old picture. So I think I made it for one of the sketches. I don't remember which one anymore. Maybe it was to use a banner. I don't know. And so I just wrote summer 2009, the annual first day in the pool photo right before you two jumped in, splash. And that's a picture that just, I captured the catch lights in their eyes and they just look especially cute. So I've printed out that picture many times and I've used it on pages many times. And like this is, you see some scrapbook, especially for like, not so much, I don't even look at magazines anymore, but like the CHA layouts that you might see online, and they don't have a whole lot of journaling, they're just mainly like a bunch of stuff. I would consider this layout sort of in that vein, but it's fun to make pages like that once in a while because you can really focus on the playing. So that's what I was focusing on with that. Like the story was not so important to me on this page, whereas the story was super important to me on this page. So like just compare and contrast. Like whole lot of decorations, not many decorations. So I like variety. I like to do it all. I don't like to say, I know a lot of scrapbookers will say, oh, I'm this or I'm that, and I really don't like to. I don't like to be one thing, but I also would not want to label myself as one thing. So I just like to make scrapbook pages, and now I'm a little afraid because I like to make art journaling pages too. I have to tell you the story. So we'll probably be going to number 2 video on this. It'll be part 1, part 2. Because YouTube, if you want to do it on YouTube, if you want to make a video on YouTube, it's going to be like 10 minutes or less to really get it up effectively. Okay, so my story is I went to the Inspired event in 2007. This is a Donna Downey event, and Cal Barteski, who's an artist, was teaching a class, and she said, it was like, why are you here? Or what, I can't, but we had to all go around the room, and it was just like, not a very, say who you are, why are you here, kind of a question, like a basic question that you would just say, hi, I'm Katie Scott, and I'm a scrapbooker from Florida. But instead, I got up and I was like, I'm really busy. And I went, like my kids were really little, and I just started crying for no apparent reason. And it's because American Women, and Mudgy, on the message board, she said something to me like, oh, well, we don't, I think she's in New Zealand, like we don't try to kill ourselves like American women do by trying to do everything. Well, I'm an American girl, so And that Tom Petty song is one of my favorites. But I just started crying because I was so busy, and I did grow up doing art and doing a lot of it, and then, you know, life gets in, and my dad really instilled in me like business, 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 and so I kind of set aside my art. I even remember in college trying to take art classes, and because I was a business major, they wouldn't let me in. Just were like, no, you stay over there with the business stuff. So art really got put on the back burner for me. And I guess that's a sore subject in my soul. So I sort of want to get back to it, but I've kind of like tempered myself with it. And I know I do a lot of scrapbooking, but I'm afraid, I went to 10 minutes. But I'm afraid if I started art journaling, I don't have that much time in the day. Okay, I'm going to make another one. See, I can talk. Oops.